Hi folks, Aaron and Kyle with the Locators Outdoors on Scuba Steve's boat again, which is always a thrill. Looking forward to this all year, fall time, Thanksgiving today. We're going through quite a bit of lures today. It's been a slow day fishing. You already have some fish landed on the boat, and they're good fish, but it's been a little bit slow, so we figured we'd talk about some products and gear we're using. Today's episode is brought to you by Hooked Up Fishing Gear. Everything we're using is either in-store purchase or available to you within the store. So starting off with a little bit of rod selection, I'm using the 40 Masuda for just a little bit of jigging, along with Jay's jig heads and plastics, garlic scented. We're using leeches today, we're using tube jigs,
split tails, a bit of everything.
And we're also trying out some new products, some live target. We're going to be throwing that around just to see what we can maybe muster up a pike or two. Some Sixth Sense diving, some product. They look fantastic to use.
Fluttering jigging spoon, those look intriguing to me.
Yeah, they're right shiny. They got like a nice flash to them.
Yeah. And
they're inline, right?
Show them, don't show me.
Yeah, so they're inline. They're nice units. Some Rapella jig and wraps, a little bit of shake to bring them in. This one is doing pretty good for the trout, so I'm gonna put that back into the river here. Start with the line I'm using is 12-pound braid as well. Just a little hook, just so I don't have to tie knots all day long. But also using some plastic jigs, some Erie jigs, some Goby jigs, all from Jay. And we're gonna get us some tips and tricks, and basically just alternating between products and see which ones work. It's been some good fish on today, so should be a good show. Anyway, we'll leave you there and we'll get into some fishing. What do you figure, Steve?
Figures about 45.
Well, you're knowledgeable and experienced enough.
I measure him?
Sure. He was a 49.
49?
He was a 49. Oh, that's good. First fish of the day, so that's great.
It's always good to get a flop of blooper in there, right?
It's been pretty slow so far. We are here pretty early, and that was on the pumpkin spice for the season. It's Thanksgiving today. We all got, and that's one of Jay's new paint jobs that he's been doing, so it's been pretty good. We're on the river today, Athabasca, with Steve and Kyle, and we're hoping to get quite a few fish on this boat today. Let's get back down there. Hooked up again, a nice wally. Beauty. Gills open. I'll take him, Steve, from you. Perfect. Thanks, pal. Nice net job. So it's just a little guy. There's that pumpkin again. That's 2 on it within the last 5 minutes. We're just gonna let that one go. One for the picture, and then away it goes. Yeah, they're surfacing quite a bit, so we're gonna release that guy. Lively. But I figured I'd want to share some tips and tricks with you about fishing on the Athabasca River. One thing we've been doing all day is just finding the holes and looking for deeper depths, 15, 11, 13s, and dropping down and just jigging. It helps a lot because some of these fish are basically nesting into these holes and fighting off anything else that wants to get in their space. So we find that the bite is really aggressive because they're basically keeping everything out of where they're going to spend the rest of the winter. And usually fishing those holes is where you're going to get them. But you know, even if you are dropping down those holes and you don't find anything in there, don't hesitate to go and fish them shallow. We're fishing a lot this seam all the way down, and it's roughly drops from different depths.
6 feet down to 17.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good tip a good tip to know when fishing the river. Also, gear. You're definitely going to want to dress for the climate. Today it's fall, and you could be prepared for snow and sleet and rain and wind, but it's been a different kind of day. It's been warm winds, no wind again. Hence reason why the GoPro is behind the glass right now, is so you can hear me. Oh, I just got a hit. A nice little hit there. He's hitting it again. Fish on.
Yeah, he's not gonna come. Net.
Net. He's got this one.
Oh, that's a good one, Eric. He's over here. Don't give it up any higher. Working, pull him here. Don't touch your drag. Just reel it. Reel it. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're doing it to me. My bail's open. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, buddy. That's a good fish. Oh yeah.
That's one for the string.
All day. That's what we're here for. The walleye. Oh, what a beautiful looking fish. What a beauty. Love it. That is a nice fish. Gorgeous looking.
Don't drop him in. He's legal all day, so I
Yeah,
would.
for sure. We can take a measurement. Don't drop. Nope. He's at 59.
Yep, 23 inches.
Right on.
Beauty.
Nice.
Another thing we can talk about is gear. Again, electronics technology. Steve's running the Lowrance Elite
FS7.
FS7. We got a fish on. Oh, he just spit it. Oh, okay.
See it? 30 incher.
Yeah, 30 incher probably. But he's just been locating fish. We moved to about 9.1 feet, and he's just showing me which ones are fish and which ones are logs and debris. And sure enough, he's right. After I say that, let's turn the GoPro on and talk about technology. You get a fish on, lose it. But that's the way it goes sometimes, and that's how it happens. Let's get our line back in the water first here. There, fish on. Kyle's got a fish on.
Chunky. Big chunker. That might be legal.
Fantastic. Oh, that's a great fish.
Well, it's supposed to be family friendly, right?
You bet. All right, so nice little gill grab. They're super sharp and hard to handle sometimes when they're all caught up in the net.
Ouch. And they bite you.
Sharp inside, but he's got a good grip on that.
It's not very big.
Golden color.
45 again?
No, not even. Maybe a 40.
42. Not quite a legal keeper. Nice job, buddy.
Kyle,
Yeah.
if Aaron knocks his fish
Here.
off, I'm going to drown his ass.
There you go.
Yep.
Nice! Woo! Now that is a fish. Let's see that thing.
That's going home for supper.
My God. Now that's a fish.
Athabasca River walleye.
Beauty.
That's what we're waiting for.
Nice job.
That's a good eater.
Put him on the board anyway.
Oh, I'll eat her.
Right on, buddy.
Oh, is that a good eater or is that a bad eater? Well, it's 64.
Yeah, that's a good eater.
Yeah, 25 inches.
Yeah.
any bigger than that. Whoops. Where did we do with our stringer?
It's right there.
Nice.
Beauty, buddy.
Good call, Kyle.
Another thing we could talk about is organizational skills on the boat. If you're anything like me, I'm a mess. But I've learned the hard way when it comes.
Mess.
Yeah. I pack a lot of gear, I bring a lot of stuff. I like to throw everything in the kitchen sink at the
Show
fish.
us your man bag.
That is another another good point of interest. I do take a lot of gear with me, and I think of the worst case scenario. I'm getting old because I bought a fanny pack. But in this fanny pack, I have everything I need to survive with if I end up having to go to shore and not having anybody. A phone is in the boat or whatever. Like as of right now, my phone's off to the side now. Usually we put all the stuff in our pockets and try to get organized, and that's where organizational skills come into play to help you. Could possibly save your life if you have your phone on you, or if you manage to put it in your pocket and zip up your pocket. But there's all those little factors in, you know, the dangerous things we do, and if, hey, you're just going on a boat, it's the easiest thing you can do. But if you end up outside the boat, you're in trouble. And if you have the proper means to survive some wet, you know, some matches that are waterproof, a first aid kit, you know, you might be able to prolong yourself. I also have some fishing gear in here as well, and it's something I like to take. But being unorganized on a boat when it comes to nets, make sure you got a net in a certain located spot for everybody to get at that net, or one person to get at that net to help his buddy. Another thing would be fish etiquette. You know, if you got a buddy with a big walleye on, probably the best thing you could do is reel up your line and grab the net, because he could need the help, and that could be a fish of a lifetime for him. But it's those small tips and tricks that can help you out with not getting yelled at on a boat. Steve likes to yell at me quite a bit. I put up with it, but I have fun. I have fun while we're doing it because he means well, you know. And
I don't yell at him.
he yells at me all the time.
Excuse me, sorry.
Surprised you didn't tell me to move, get out of his way.
Oh, now he's just being mean.
No, yeah, but no, we like to have fun, and that's what it's all about out here. And if you can make everybody's time pleasurable by, you know, taking care of your own stuff and keeping it out of the way. Don't put all your stuff in front of a bump board if you're constantly going to a bump board, which is where all my stuff's located right now. But I don't know, it helps for everybody to enjoy their time on the boat, and you get invited onto it quite regularly if you're good about it.
You get invited regularly even when you're not, but you still can't make it half the time.
Story.
So
I gotta get better at netting sometimes.
Here's the story, folks. Last year, I had a 30-inch walleye on. Aaron was the net man, and he hit the fish twice trying to net it. And how it didn't come off, I don't know. So now I just razz him about it. We still caught it. It was a beautiful fish.
Yeah.
He's my buddy. You got to bug him.
You betcha. It's all about banter. If you aren't bantering each other, you ain't real friends.
That's right. Like a giant.
You're 33 right there.
That could very well be, buddy.
Oh.
That, I see color. Oh my God, that's a tank. Steve, that's a fat walleye.
Yeah.
He's foul hooked.
That's why it feels so big.
Well, we can see him. Just at the back of the boat.
Go this way on him.
This is tense.
My drag is as tight as I want to make it.
Yeah. I'm gonna come get his reel spool in here. Maybe he takes another run.
Reel that line up, Aaron. Come on, you.
Yep. Nice! Oh,
Woo! Sorry.
You got it, buddy. Good job, hey.
God, I'm not yelling.
Do whatever you want to do. You got your fish, buddy. I got big shoulders, kiddo.
That's a good one.
What a giant.
Nice. Well, that's bad.
That That's a machine.
She's a tank.
Turn them around so I can see. Yeah, beautiful.
That's what we come here for. Got a scale tab? Yeah.
Seven, 8.
7.5 pounds.
Yep.
Got him?
Yeah. I'm on the board here. Yeah.
Imagine what a 2 giant would be. Well, she's 25 too. She's the same size as that other girl.
1/4 inch guy, 26 inch.
The release. Nice
And down
job.
she goes.
Yeah.
Nice job, Steve.
Done.
That one should have went on the stringer too, but I'm not going to be that guy.
Good job, man.
Good netting.
100-year-old reel.
Yeah, we'll get it over. Definitely a keeper.
Nice job, Steve.
$53, 21 inches exactly. Look at that. We got a nice keeper walleye on the 100-year-old Bronson reel, and I'd say probably a 60-year-old Simpson Sears rod.
That's incredible. You're dying to do it, and you did it.
Yeah, that was my goal today, was to catch a keeper on this old setup, and there she is.
And that's going on the chain. You made a good call there.
We got out of there just in the nick of time. Like Aaron was saying earlier, you know, the weather can change in the blink of an eye. We seen it was getting pretty black over to the west of us, so we pulled up the radar quick, and sure enough, that storm was going to be there in about 15 minutes. Another 5 minutes later, and I don't know if we would have got that boat up this slick launch here, but
Yeah.
we made her out. Steve's already on the highway. He's just getting the rest of our stuff tucked away here, so.
No time to chat. Well, that was an epic fishing trip. That's for sure. That was fun. A lot of fish caught. A lot of tips and tricks shared. Hopefully you guys like those tips and tricks. And that gets us to what's happening now. And it's been a long time, but Kyle's got something to say about what we're doing today.
Yeah, like Aaron was saying, it's been a long time since we did a giveaway, so we've decided to do another giveaway. And one of you lucky people are going to win this beautiful Lunker Hunt backpack. And our plan is to run this giveaway for about 2 weeks from the date this video drops. And throughout those 2 weeks, we're just going to keep adding stuff to it. Yeah. So if you tune in to Aaron and I's Instagrams, you'll get a couple hints as to what else we're going to be adding into it. Yeah. You can find Aaron at
Gear and Tackle Travels on Instagram.
And you can find me at Locating Alberta, also on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll be grabbing little pieces of what. Oh, I'm gonna throw that in the backpack, and it'd be just a quick blurb or something like that.
All new stuff, like when we're at Hooked Up Fishing Gear or whatever, we'll just be like, oh, you know what? That might be good in the backpack. We'll throw that in there too.
Yeah. Plan is to put some gear in each pocket, so you got yourself a nice backpack with some extra stuff in there to help you out on your travels for catching fish. Yeah. And it's a pretty nice backpack. It's got some support in the back, lumbar support. It's got a place for your pliers. It's got quite a bit of stuff. It's actually a pretty nice backpack.
Yep.
It's got lots of pockets, deep pockets. You can open it up. It's pretty sweet. So plan is to fill her up. We're fishing with Steve, and he threw in a whole bunch of plastics that he had on hand.
Steve was super generous today. He had all these laying around. They're all fresh, unopened bags. He says, hey, you guys want to do a giveaway? Throw these in there. So that's what we're going to do.
So that's the start of the filling of the bag.
So probably 12, 14 bags of soft plastics right there. So yeah. I'd say that's a pretty good start. What do you think?
I would say, it'll help people out if they're running plastics and all that stuff. It's fantastic.
Hey man, we Jay got us on his plastics this summer, and they have been awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to get into the ice season and use more of these plastics. Like, I never would have guessed in a million years that you catch just as many fish on a soft plastic than you can on bait.
Yeah, it's been a, you know what, I haven't really bought in bait as much as I would have without the plastics, but now it's almost like I don't even need to bring bait. But sometimes there are those tough times where maybe a guy does need to jig head in a minnow when it's really slow fishing. Certain aspects of the day, they were still used, we were still using his jig heads, and yeah, we were throwing some minnows on, you know, when things weren't working or it was really slow. But 100% of the gear we were using today was all from hooked up fishing gear. All the fish that was put on was 100% hooked up fishing gear.
Yeah, it was a
Much
good day.
appreciate working with them. So it's awesome. So let's, thanks for tuning in to the very end of the Locators Outdoors, and stay tuned for the Instagrams and see what's getting thrown in this backpack.
So to enter on this giveaway, we should probably add this part in. It's pretty important, don't you think?
Yeah,
Should we tell them how to enter?
I would say.
We don't have to. We just tell them we're doing a giveaway and then not tell them how to enter.
Yeah, so let's enter. Let's start off with, if you can add a tip and trick in the comments, we'd appreciate to hear that. Some people read the comments and maybe they can learn something from you guys at home. Put in your 2 cents, or simply just say subscribed. So you can either add a tip and trick, and your name is going to be entered for the draw. And we're going to do something special with that as we go on further. But the draw is going to be what?
Yeah, we'll run the draw for 2 weeks from the drop of this video. Like I said, we're going to keep adding stuff into it over that 2 weeks. So this bag might be overflowing. You don't know, just stay tuned. You never know.
Yeah.
And in one of our upcoming videos, we're going to announce the winner.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. If you're entered.
We appreciate the shares. We definitely appreciate you sharing our videos and stuff, but that's going to have nothing to do with it on Facebook, Instagram. It's just strictly comments in the YouTube channel.
Just YouTube, yep.
So simply just...
and make sure you're subscribed. I mean, if you're not subscribed by now, why are you watching? Just subscribe.
We appreciate your support. It really helps, and we like to give back, and things that we acquire or we get that we figure, hey, that's great for our channel. Let's give somebody a backpack or an opportunity to win something like that. It helps out. So helps you guys out and helps us out. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you
on the lake.